Hey gang, how are you? My apologies for being late on the live. I had a glitch. I did it in my other group and thought I was streaming here too, and I'm not. So anyway, let's just get into it. 3 unexpected ingredients that you need to be adding to your smoothies today. And look, I was so busy drinking and talking in the last one that I literally just about finished it. But this one, it tastes like a chocolate milkshake. And you'll never guess what's in it. Drum roll. Brrr. Frozen cauliflower. And it tastes like a chocolate milkshake. Stuff is crazy. It's amazing what you can do with food. All right, I'll stop being rude. Listen, every one of these ingredients I'm talking about, I'm actually going to be putting the recipes in the comments with everything that you need. So make sure to check out the comments. Click on it, try it for yourself. All right, so the 3 ingredients I'm going to talk about. Cauliflower, zucchini, and white beans. Okay, so why in the world would you add these into a smoothie, right? You might be thinking, if you don't already know the answer, it is because you are adding a ton of nutrients into your smoothie without even knowing about it. Well, obviously you know because you're the one putting it in there. But listen, this is more for the kids too. I mean, I do this because it's healthy and it tastes fantastic. But for our children who are giving us a hard time and driving us crazy with their eating habits, this is a way that you can actually sneak that stuff in there without them knowing. Now, I do suggest if your child is severely picky, don't let them see you adding this stuff to the smoothie because psychologically they're already thinking it's not going to taste good. So don't set them up for failure. Okay, what else do I want to tell you? So this one here is a chocolate cauliflower shake. And I also have one for a chocolate zucchini bread smoothie. And then there is a berry and bean smoothie. So with the beans, a few suggestions. Make sure they're unsalted. And make sure you're using the white bean, also known as the white navy bean, also known as the white cannellini bean. Did I say that right? They're very mild in flavor and texture, and they add a super creaminess to your smoothie. Again, make sure they're unsalted. Rinse them and drain them first. For the zucchini and the cauliflower, if you have not seen my posts before about utilizing frozen fruits and veggies to your advantage, this is a perfect example of when and how to use it. Because first of all, do not fall into the myths and the traps that say that buying frozen vegetables are not healthy. In a lot of ways, they're actually more nutritious than the ones that are picked and shipped off for weeks at a time in cars and trucks and sit in your produce aisle. So trust me on that. A lot of times they're more nutritious, and it is a huge shortcut for us as busy moms when you can just throw, it's already washed, it's already frozen, it's already cut up most times. So use that to your advantage in smoothies. A basic premise for smoothies, because I know a lot of people kind of get wrapped up in this whole following the recipe to a T. My hope is that eventually by doing this enough, you're gonna have just a general idea of what you could throw into a smoothie to make it taste great. And it usually involves a few things. A frozen component. If you like your smoothies to taste sort of milkshakey, creamy, thick, rich, delicious like this guy, you're gonna want a frozen component. Whether that's the frozen vegetables like I suggested, cauliflower, zucchini. I typically will always freeze my bananas because that adds a super rich, creamy texture to smoothies. You're gonna want a liquid. So whether it's non-dairy milk or it's water or it's some sort of diluted juice of choice. And then you're also going to want something to balance out the typically vegetables, the vegetable flavor with some sort of sweetness. So fruits that I like to use are typically sweeter fruits, and also I love to use fruits that are in season because they taste so good. Strawberries, blueberries in season. Now's the time, guys. Peaches, nectarines, fantastic. So yeah, make sure you're sort of balancing and taste it as you go. If this is new to you, obviously I'm going to give you some recipes here today, but play with it. I love smoothies because they're so versatile. Like even the recipes I've given you, like this one today, I omitted some stuff either because I didn't have it or I was just being lazy, and I added some other stuff in. It's just, I have that comfortability now in knowing what goes into it and what makes it taste good. But you'll get there if you're not there right now. So trust me. So we've got our liquid, we've got a frozen component, we've got a sweetness component, and then if you want to go that extra mile, and I hope you do, to even give it more nutritional value, these are my favorites. You've probably heard me talk about them numerous times, and these are all my favorite seeds: flaxseed, hemp seed, and chia seed. These, if you're a little skeptical, I'd say go like a teaspoon at a time. I typically will add anywhere from a tablespoon, a half tablespoon, depending on how many servings. And it will just amp up omega-3s, fiber, protein, stuff that we are not getting in our diets enough today. We as humans are not getting this stuff. Honestly, less than 3% of all people are getting even the daily recommended amount of fiber. And that is like, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's the reason we're all having issues down here now. So use those. If you're just looking for something to try, flaxseed is going to be your cheapest. And honestly, like I said, if you add a teaspoon, half tablespoon at a time, you will not taste it. So go get some. All right, I think that is it. Make sure to let me know. I am going to be try to be more consistent with you all now that school is getting ready to start for my girls. So I'm hoping to do a live every Thursday. Let me know in the comments what it is you want me to talk about. What is it you have questions about? Recipes, questions, anything. How to get your kids to eat their vegetables, whatever it is, let me know, and I will be sure to discuss. I'm also curious, if you do smoothies, what is an unconventional ingredient that you like to add to yours? Let's talk about it. All right, have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend, and I will be in touch soon.